another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 9 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the top-seeded team in the playoff, the TCU Horned Frogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. We'll see which team's going to be moving on. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Buckeyes offense comes on the field first today. Well, the energy of this building crew is just going to pick up as the Sugar Bowl unfolds. As they say in New Orleans, let le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll.
And really one of the more hostile environments, I think, when it comes to bowl games. You know, I've called so many games in here. Think about the history. Going all the way back to 1935, they played the Sugar Bowl right here in New Orleans. I think a lot of people have associated this bowl game with the SEC. But as we've seen since the start of the playoff, teams like Washington, Ohio State, Clemson, among others, have made this trip down here to the Bayou.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll give it to the back. Makes a nice move there. Brought down, but broke a tackle. Produces a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. He's running out of time here. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
The Buckeyes will have to kick it away. And he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. The Horned Frogs offense takes the field. Our first chance to see them today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
First play of the drive, they come out throwing. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Looking right, this one caught. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
I love the call here with the wide receiver screen. Where's he going to go? The blockers do not do their job and open up any running lanes at all.
The sure hands. It's Haynes. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Golden. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
And the Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense. We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. They look to throw it here on second down. Going for a big play downfield. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas Christian.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good, so it's 7-0. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. So no return here. He takes a knee in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. First play of the drive, they look to the right.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to throw. It's Raiola. Quick throw to his receiver. And he's got it. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardale Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Receiver in motion now. It's third down. Quarterback in the shotgun. The sure hands. It's Smith. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. Buckeyes will line up to punt it away. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. That punt sails out of bounds. There'll be no return this time. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They start the drive with a quick throw to the right. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Golden. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. The ball is picked off. Breaks loose at the 45. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick-6 last time out here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. And you look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass. The Horned Frogs bring their punt team onto the field. Oh, and he's got some space here. The coverage team will bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. Early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship, deadlocked at the end of one. Let's check out the early stats so far. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. And that pass is hauled in over the middle. Defense makes the stop after the completion.
You know, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Hey, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker...
And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
Well, once in a while, as a defensive coordinator, you roll the dice, take a chance, and hope to get home to the quarterback. That's exactly what occurred there with the free safety blitzing and sacking the QB.
And the punt head's out of bounds, taking the dangerous returner out of play here. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. The back's got it. They've got him down out near the 40.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
It's a screen pass complete to the running back. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Good time here to drop this screen in for the offensive coordinator, and a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down.
With 3rd down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at 4th and short. Got to wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
4th down RPO looking left. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
Well, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a 1st down.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Horned Frogs lining up here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Pulls it in. It's Haynes. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line.
There we go. The defense is able to finally get some pressure on this guy. That's one way to slow him down. He has had one heck of a drive, but this time, give the defense some credit for getting after him.
And they convert here on 3rd down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. And the single back takes the handoff. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Backed up this close to the end zone in the final minute. Let's say they just decide to take care of the football and look toward the second half. To the air, it's Raiola. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The drive stays alive with that 1st down completion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Quick completion to the tight end. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Makes the catch downfield. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes. For this count. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Launching it downfield. Incomplete, just 3 seconds left. Time for one more play.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't do a very good job of it on this play.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that field goal, the final play of this opening half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Thanks, Chris. These games, they never disappoint, regardless the score. And this one was filled with excitement and big plays throughout that first half.
The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the TCU offense takes the field. Important possession here to begin the third quarter as they try to continue momentum from the first half and build on this lead. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll fling this one deep down the middle. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. He didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Buckeyes come to the line with 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll take the lead in the second. First down here for this offense. They'll run it to the right side. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle.
And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And a pick 6. And the Horned Frogs offense takes the field now. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Running out of time in the pocket. It's incomplete. He was hit as he... Rush there on first down.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting earhole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted, take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Throw to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on fourth down.
He's got it. That is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Horned Frogs getting set on 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Second down play coming up. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Receiver makes the catch. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Horned Frogs pick up enough yardage for a first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He'll try a pass here. And the receiver snags it. It's complete. And he's brought down there.
Well, that time they're able to work the slot across the field on the drag. Precise route and a good throw.
They'll run it to the left. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Oh, and he dropped it. Very play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. That's caught. It's Haynes. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for.
How about the discipline of this defense here on second down? You're anticipating a pass. They've got pretty much everybody covered. And then once the back has the ball, how about the speed to be able to bring him down? Now it's third down.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. Pass caught. Can he get in? Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a first and goal for this offense.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
And the Horned Frogs will line up now. It's first and goal. He'll try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, TCU. That kind of execution, a long drive, that's why this team made it to the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
The coach deciding to go for 2 here to cut the margin to 3 points. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, with a quarterback like this, you can understand. Pull his own number. He's got the athletic ability to get it done, but the defense does a nice job of not allowing him to get to that goal line.
Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Going to hand it off to the back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Grab down the middle. It's Thurman.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, there's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle.
And the freshman able to get home with the sack. Well, Ohio State has the lead here, Kurt. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. As we head to the 4th, we could be in store for a classic finish. A spot in the next round of the college football playoff is at stake. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. The pocket breaking down. Just gives up on the play, throws it away. 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the first down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
He's a dangerous returner. Found a good lane there. They finally get him, but excellent field position at the start of this drive. And the TCU offense is back out on the field. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking, move right down the field for a touchdown. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Physical defending, that one falls incomplete, brings up 2nd down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Now it's second down here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Running back has it on a screen now. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Now the defense is getting pressure on the quarterback. They got a little bit fooled here by the screen play. Nice positive gain for the offense.
So now it's third and short from the plus 24. Could be 4-down territory. Interesting to see what the call is here. Can they pick up the first on the ground? Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
And the Horned Frogs looking to keep this drive rolling. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking to scramble. Trying to create here on the move. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, when a quarterback starts moving around like that, you move into what some defensive coordinators would call a second play because it becomes almost like backyard football at that point. But that was a good job by the defense playing discipline and forcing the incompletion.
Second down after that previous play. The incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he never had a chance, tackled in the backfield.
Interesting call here, Chris, with this screen pass in the fourth quarter late in the game. I think they're expecting the defense to get upfield on the pass rush. They give the defense all the credit. Recognizing it, almost really anticipating that this screen was coming, and then rallying to the ball.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Almost intercepted again. This defense flying around today. Almost had a fourth pick.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page there on that third down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete to end the drive. A turnover on downs here in the late stages of this game. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. One more first down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. It's press coverage now from these DBs. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
You can almost sense the coaches challenged this offensive line before they went out on the field, how important this drive is with the lead late in the football game. They are hitting people and pushing people around up front and being able to get positive yards on 1st and 10.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Here's the second down play. One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here. And here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, third down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing fourth down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the TCU offense takes the field. Here we go. They need a touchdown. They got some time to work with here. They got to be precise and manage the clock wisely. Here's the first play of the drive now. They begin at the 39. And looking to throw now on first down. Oh, he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. That'll bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Offense looking to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Haynes. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And this is dropped. Would it?
First down.
Huge game, but he could not collect it. Incomplete, so it's second down and 10. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And now another deep ball here. But this one is broken up, ball's incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll be taken down. The defense rises up with a sack at a crucial moment. The offense signals for timeout. 28 seconds remaining on the clock. It's a 5-point game. They need a touchdown. They'll keep the offense on the field. Trying for a fourth down completion. Here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Oh, and they cannot connect. Really needed that completion. Instead, it's a turnover on downs. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. In these playoff games, it's win or go home. So one side can continue to dream about the national championship. The other side